What's up, everybody? It's your girl, the Cyn Show. It is another day, ho. I know we will get better at the intro. However, comma, this is literally the gift that just keeps on giving. I am gagged. Okay, I am gagged because I wanted to go to sleep and talk. I mean, I did. I'm sure all of you have because, when it comes down to Canadian hot tea topics, it's very, few and far. But for some reason, we've been getting really lucky. As you might have seen in my last video, you guys know I kind of I put that little thing up there with Cat Williams in the beginning because I do believe, with what he had said, he literally just opened up Pandora's box on us. Okay, we now are. I'm not really trying to say expecting the worst, but I mean, 2025, we could be seeing some aliens, baby. You never know what's going on this time around. We don't know, but what we do know, okay, what we do know is that your girl, the Cyn Show, has put together a video compilation. Okay, because your girl is getting better at this shit. Okay, so now what I've done is I put together a couple of videos that I've been just seeing around about what's going down since Christa Freeland has decided to quit and say, boy, bye. Okay. And it's just very interesting what has been, talked about, what the parties are feeling, what they're, what's the next steps. And in the end, will Trudeau actually resign? I am shooketh, honey. Like I said, this is the time. This is the changing of the guards. The energy is here. And who do you think would be equipped to step in the place? Because let's be honest, is the NDP really ready? Is Jagmeet really ready to step into that role? Probably not. I mean personally I don't think so. Low key, I don't think so. However, we will see. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try to just, get myself together. And what we finna do is we're gonna watch this together and we are going to really assess where are we at when it comes to our prime minister. Now, I'm praying to God that you just saw all of that. I'm sure you saw all of that. I should actually had all of that before we started, but who gives a damn? We here now, honey. We here now. So let's get started, shall we?
Thank you all for being here tonight. It has been an eventful couple of days. Hasn't been easy, and that's why I'm so happy to see you guys.
And I just love, I just have to, I just gotta say, when it's like, watch, okay? It's not, hey, watch. No, it's watch, okay? Trudeau compares his political troubles to a family fight over the holidays because low key, honey, is this not what it is though? Should the family not be eating to it? Should it not be family matters? Should the family matters not be dealt with between the fam? Okay, but no, 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 no. It's almost giving Kendrick Lamar's meet the grands, honey. It's giving. Yeah. Very slowly, somebody gonna be out here. Somebody out here gonna be the Kendrick Lamar in the parliament. Let's continue.
It's hard not to feel happy when we're like this among liberals, among family, because that's what we really are, a big family. Now, like most families, sometimes we have fights around the holidays. But of course, like most families, we find our way through it. Over 150 years of liberal history. In the meantime, the Conservatives have changed their names multiple times and changed their values more times than I can count.
150 years. 150 years. Let me tell you guys, legacy is a real thing. Legacy is a real thing. And if we really kind of step back, you got to even consider his father. Feel me? Sometimes I low-key be feeling like, yo, are you punishing us, my guy? Are you punishing us because of the way how things went down between you and your dad? Don't bring no daddy issues up in here. I personally have my own daddy issues. I don't need no more. You know what I'm saying? I just really want to be able to pay my taxes and do what the hell I want to do up in this country and have a good time. But it feels like we being punished, baby. Hmm? And we don't know why. 150 years, it's a legacy. That's not something you really want to be dashing away. Feel me? Let's continue.
Call me old-fashioned, But I remember when conservative stood for protecting our institutions instead of trying to tear them down. Really? I mean, just look at their current leader.
Really?
His
Really?
slogans are all about cutting taxes, but put an actual tax cut on the table, and he votes against it. He voted against a tax break for Canadians over these Christmas holidays.
My gag is, which table are we sitting at? Which table, baby? Which table? Because let's see what Olivia had to say.
We need a strong leader who will negotiate with backbone and brains, who will slash taxes, bureaucracy, and red tape to unleash free enterprise here in Canada.
Okay.
So that our workers and our entrepreneurs can bring home the hundreds of billions of dollars that Trudeau's socialist policies have driven south.
Not quite a campaign speak.
You know, the funny thing is, I'm not a PC person. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I vote, and usually when I vote, I obviously vote for Liberal. But this is very disheartening. And if you are a Liberal person out there, I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say anymore, right? Because so much is happening. So much is happening. And it does make you really want to consider, weighing another option. And what does that look like? And I especially am talking for our community, my Black community. What does that look like for us? Because a lot of these programs, some of these programs were really, we've got some benefit from it. And we are faced with the fact that if things do not work out very well with the Liberal Party, that's a little bit of us kind of being taken out of the spectrum of the budget of whatever. Like, where do we still stand with our community when it comes to this? Let's continue.
From the Conservative leader, though it may carry the weight of one. After Monday's mad rush, which saw a finance minister quit, the refusal to table, then tabling of an economic statement without the traditional speech in the House, and a new finance minister hastily sworn in, the Prime Minister called an emergency caucus meeting that night. But even as senior ministers tried to downplay the situation, backbenchers spoke out.
We're not united. There's still a number of our members who feel we need a change in leadership. I'm one of those. And I think the only path forward for us is to choose a new leader and to present a new plan to Canadians with a different vision.
The Liberal Party is already very badly fractured.
I am gagged. Because, low-key, they sworn this new guy in. And this is the thing I really find so interesting about this situation. Because, well, what were you doing before they called you in? And are you still going to keep doing that? Are you going to be doing double the work? Because you know how that's usually how things go. When you get these jobs, when you get a job, you ain't really doing your job, boo. You're doing everybody else's job. Feel me? And this is going to be stressful. This is stressful because before Freeland left, a very large promise that she had made to Canadians was that we were looking forward, if you cared, to want to receive this $250 check, Christmas check, a gift check that was to be given over to all Canadians, I assume all Canadians, before she left, and Olivia Chow, she kind of was, put it up there like, girl, I hope you still going to put that in before you dipset on us, babe, because the people be needing it. You feel me? Y'all, let's continue.
It's clear they are divided on Mr. Trudeau's leadership. Some people clearly want him to step down. Some people are speaking out against it. We can assume there's a large body that aren't saying it publicly, but are saying it privately.
The Bloc Québécois noting that as things are now, it's difficult for Justin Trudeau to credibly claim he has any authority to govern.
If he wants to stay where he is now, he needs a mandate. And he does not have one as we speak. The only way for him to get that is to call for an election as soon as possible.
As it is, the only people keeping Justin Trudeau in power are the NDP. Jagmeet Singh called for Trudeau to resign, but refused to say if his party would vote against the Liberals in a confidence motion.
The reason Mr. Singh is supporting himself is because things aren't that good for the NDP. They're not looking great in the polls. Their fundraising is not very good. They aren't really ready to face an election, so they keep putting it off. The NDP is down the polls, and the fact that Mr. Singh continues to prop up an unpopular Liberal government probably isn't helping.
In Ottawa, Shaoli Lee, City News.
And the gag is, it's been like that for a hot minute. It's so funny. Last night I was thinking about it. I finished like editing the last video. And I said, you know, Jack Layton was that dude. He really was that dude. He really put it on for the NDP party. And he made it real hard for those he was running with, running against, and all of that. And now that we're here, 2024, it's giving everybody's got their own agenda, my G. You know what I mean? Everybody's got their own thing that they want to do, and they really want it. Like, again, going back to what Homegirl said in her letter, like, Canadians know when we're doing it for us and when we're doing it for them. And we've been watching it for a while. Y'all. You know? And yeah, where is going to be the confidence if in any of this voting that they're trying to do, that they really want to do? Do you really expect the Canadian people to have that confidence in whomever is going to be the next after Trudeau? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really feel like, low-key, no one's really ready. No one's really ready to take on what Trump has got coming down, because Trump is coming with his own game, and you know his game is huge. That nigga's, his gloves is big. It's big. And I kind of low-key feel like this has kind of got a lot of them shaking in their boots, because were we comfortable with how we were running things? And now that the threats are really being put here on maybe the same table he was talking about earlier, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's continue.
A new poll that was conducted just hours after Freeland resigned shows that 2/3 of Canadians think Justin Trudeau should also resign. The Abacus data survey was conducted between Monday evening and Tuesday morning. It found 67% believe that the Prime Minister should quit, while just 19% say he should stay on. The poll also found more than half of Canadians, 58%, feel that there should be a federal election now. CTV is right.
And that is literally where we stand, guys. That's where we stand. I don't know if it's because we have been egged on by what we've been seeing, you know, from each one of the parties, but I really am starting to see that that's where we stand. You know, I've had conversations with plenty of people who have expressed their concerns, I will say, you know, and some of them want a new leader. Some of them just feel like he's doing a great job. We've gotten a great benefit. Why change it? It is bringing such divisiveness between all of us where, I don't know, man. It's I don't want to say it's like fear mongering, but it's kind of messy. It is kind of messy. 58% of Canadians, they want somebody else, baby. Yeesh.
Bailo joins us from Ottawa. Rachel, let's start with what we were expecting would be a cabinet shuffle possibly today. Earlier in the week, pundits thought that would happen, but we haven't heard anything on that so far. What are we hearing now?
Yeah, so as of now, a cabinet shuffle is still on the table as potentially happening this week, but when, we still don't know. There was some suggestion maybe it would be today. So far, no indications of that. But clearly, if the Prime Minister was in a position last week to tell Freeland that he was ready to move her into another position, he has been moving those pieces around the table considering this shuffle. So there has been some consideration for a series of weeks now over when this shuffle would be and where the Prime Minister is thinking of moving some pieces. Right now, he has a series of ministers who are essentially doing double, triple, or quadruple duty, holding on to various...
That's what I said. You see, this is the gag. And see, this is the problem. Did you guys hear that shit? Did you guys hear that? This nigga's playing the worst game of chess The worst game of chess, right? And then you're going to double, triple, quadruple the work. That poor man who just got put in. That's why I said, my G, what is your real job before they gave this to you? And do you even have the true capacity, my G, to do what needs to be done? Because what we know as working Canadians, as a working adult, is burnout. Burnout is a real thing. And if that's just the case, just say you're burnt out. Just say you're burnt out as the PM. Just say you're burnt out. I don't know. Like what? This is not a good look. This is not a good look at all.
Portfolios because of the vacancies that have arisen. So we're all kind of eyes on deck here, waiting to see when the Prime Minister is going to move ahead with this shuffle, if it's going to be this week, in the next couple of days, or potentially right up to Christmas.
Yeah, lots of people watching to see how that plays out. MPs are now on a break, but that didn't stop NDP leader Jagmeet Singh from weighing in again. Here's what he had to say on Your Morning.
And we've got a Prime Minister that's more focused on fighting his own party than fighting for Canadians. It's true that he's got to go.
Right. But you're the one who can make that happen. So why not commit to a vote that would see an election in this country?
Well, I've said that everything's on the table. So all options are on the table. What I'm focused on right now is saying he's got to go. And we'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Did you guys see that? Hair flip. Look at the microaggressions going on. Look. She's just like, what? It's the same thing as, when people do, like, what are you doing? What are you waiting on? What is going on? And he's like, right, very like, get off my back. But bro, if it's on you and you're the one holding up the line, maybe this is the time. For you to step in, because everyone's being shuffled, bro. Every day he's shuffling. Every day he's shuffling. It's a gag.
So why is he not being definitive here? And as for his own MPs, will they all keep up the pressure over the holidays?
Yeah, so what really struck me about Singh's comments today is his argument for why he is not committing to vote non-confidence and bring down the government, who's currently being led by someone who he thinks should resign, is, he says, because he doesn't want to box himself in. Now, Singh's argument here is, should, after Trump's inauguration, January 20th, the House of Commons need to be in a position come January 27th, when they're supposed to resume, to vote on some sort of retaliatory tariff or other sort of Trump response measure. He doesn't want necessarily be hamstrung into being in a position where the House of Commons falls, loss of confidence going into an election. He wants to keep it open to be able to have the mechanism of Parliament to put forward any sort of response measure that he would think necessary because of the situation and the pressure from the US. So I thought that was interesting. And
Shal, the only thing I heard her really say was, homie, don't really want to be just like Kamala Harris, what they did to girl. Tell me that's not what you heard. Tell me that's not what you heard her say. Homie just don't want to be put in a position just like homegirl got. And, that was a lot to watch for Kamala Harris. Okay. Yeah. The United States is never really going to be ready for a female president. Low key, black at that, or half black, or whatever they just don't want. It's a boys' club. It's a boys' club. But to know that you're going up against the big one, is he really, is that what he wants? Is really that what he wants? That's literally what I heard. He just don't want to be put in the same kind of position that homegirl was put in, and because it's almost like career killer. That's it.
Certainly this is, a call from outside the party for Justin Trudeau to go. But we have also been reporting on, over this week, in the last few months, calls from within the party. And just today, we've gotten a letter that Wayne Long, what I would say would be kind of one of the OG Liberal MPs calling for Trudeau to go. He has sent a letter to caucus suggesting and repeating some of the comments he's made publicly about why he thinks they need to really push now. He said the way that the Freeland departure resignation resignation was handled was embarrassing. If the Liberal caucus doesn't act to push Trudeau out now, basically the entire Liberal legacy is in peril, and they risk seceding Parliament to the Conservatives.
All right, certainly not mincing words. CTV's Rachel Aiello in Ottawa, thank you.
And so, guys, TBH, that's really what it is. It's coming down to, I think as we speak, what we're looking at is low key from the insides, he's actually probably going to step down. Now, I don't know if that's going to be true. People are just, you know, saying a leak is out there. They probably got a mole up in the spot who's really putting it out there. So I'm not really just instigating, you know, usually not today. I put the instigation on pause. Okay. But yeah, they are really saying that. And this is the reason why I'm saying again, like, wow, changing of the guard energy, like 2025, we just might be going in with a whole new system. And, you know, it's really going to be telling us who is really in the Canadians, who is in our corner, truly, which government is really in the corner. And which one still just really wants to kind of get they rocks on. Sorry to say, but that's just what it is, baby. That's all I'm saying. So, guys, what do you think about this? Let me know if you guys actually like this kind of video compilation that I put together. I probably have another one coming down the pipeline, but I just wanted to kind of test this because since you have been watching this channel, you have been seeing that I've been putting a lot of stuff up there. So it's just also me testing my skills out and seeing how, you know, what can I do, what can't I do with what I've got. But I also just wanted to jump onto this because, again, this is so telling, and I just love the tea. I love the tea, okay? And hopefully I'm not going to be the tea, but you know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, enjoy this. Let's have a conversation about it in the comment section. Share this with anybody that you might think would be, you know, just wants a whole gag from this and just kind of get it from a different perspective. And let's see what else is going to be coming down the pipeline, because I am obviously going to be keeping my ear to the ground. So you want to hit that notification bell, honey. You want to hear that sound. Okay, new video upload. Anyway, bye, guys.